Hello everybody, welcome to Lady Jane's Historical Clothing. Not quite the tent in a field that we were expecting for this weekend, but thanks to Georgina's all hard work that she's put together this virtual market for us all, so we can showcase some of our work. Today I'm going to dress the mannequin in a 1885 bustle gown, working from the foundations up. Now, first of all, on the mannequin here already, we've put our combinations on. I'm just going to turn around. So there we go. If you look at the back here, it's open to make it ease of going to the toilet, and slightly gathered there as well for nice and comfort. Now, my mannequin is slightly smaller than the actual outfit I'm putting on her, so I may need to pin in a couple of places. So I've given her a bit more of a bust as well. Now, the first thing, obviously, on top of the combinations, we've got the corset. Now, this is a part corded corset based on the Pretty Housemaids corset from the Symington collection. I've done it here in a red silk and trimmed in white, as you can see. The original was just in like a canvas, I believe, or a twill fabric. So we're just going to put this on her. Now, when we put a corset on, we put it on first with the laces loose. So we can get this. And then we tighten the laces. Now, I'm just going to get her into this. So on the front of this corset, we've used a spoon bust, which became fashionable for a little while. They didn't last very long, but they were fashionable for a while. That's it. Right. So now, as you can see, we've got that on her. Let's just turn it round, and we're going to just lace her up now. So we're going to start from the top and tighten the laces. Now, when you put your corset on, you should have a gap of anything between 1 and 4 inches at the back. It shouldn't be closed right up. If it's closed right up, it's too big for you. So I'm just tightening this up as we go. Now, the beauty of the corded corset, it's not so stiff, it's not so restrictive as a fully boned corset. And through these white boning channels here and here, on the side, I've got spiral bones, spiral steel bones. So there we go. Now, just going to pull her in a little bit. I'm not going to tight lace it too much, but we'll just pull her in so you can see. So we've got the bunny ears in the middle, and we're just going to tie that in a bow. So that's sitting nicely there on her waist, as you can see. And the panels there. Now, this corset goes across the middle of the bust. It doesn't cover the bust. It just sits across the middle there. So your bust actually sits into the top. Now, the next thing we're going to add over the top of that is the bustle. So I'm just going to grab the bustle. Now, this is a bustle cage. So you've got bones all the way making hoops along the bottom, half hoops. And on the inside of this one, I've made it so it's adjustable. So you can pull it up tighter if you want more of a sticky out bustle, or you can loosen it if you want it to sit slightly flatter, depending on the outfit you're wearing, whether it's a ball gown or whether it's a day dress. So that goes on next. So that just does up with a hook on the waistband. Stick that down on her waist. So I'm just going to turn around to the side. So you can see that lovely bustle shape we've got there. Okay, and it sits quite nicely. Now, this frill at the bottom, it's not just pretty, it will help to support the weight of the skirts as well. Now, I'm going to leave her on the side there. The next thing we go with is a petticoat. Now, this is just a very simple white petticoat. You can have lots of frills down the back as well if you want. This one I've just made nice and simple. So let's get that flat at the front. Now, this one does up with a drawstring at the back. Just make sure it's sitting at the front. There we go. And then you can adjust the gathers there so it sits nicely over the bustle. Okay, so you can see there the petticoat. Next, now the next layer that we're going to put on is the skirt. So we have, this is where it starts getting pretty, really pretty with the overlayers. Now, this skirt is based on one in a magazine that was around in 1885. I've combined two different pictures to make the outfit that I wanted. It's made out of cotton with the design actually woven into it, and then at the bottom we've got a frill of linen. Now all these pieces of this dress are all flat lined, and I flat lined them with a lightweight linen, and around the bottom, as you can see, we've got a heavier linen in the dark blue for a hemband, which will protect your skirt from when you're out walking in the street. So that goes over next. Let's turn it around and then I can see how I'm doing everything for the back. So there we go. That's the skirt goes on next. Now, as you can see, that just sits nicely over the bustle there. A little bit of drape there. Okay. Now, as you can see, we can probably do with a slightly bigger bustle on that. Hello, Jenny. I hope you're well. I enjoyed your chat this morning. Yeah, right. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put over the apron and the bustle. So this comes next. So get working from the front round towards the back. So this does up with two hooks and bars again on the waist there. Now, so we've got, let's just get this sitting right. I'm trying to get the waistbands over on top of each other. I just need to move this around slightly. There we go, that's sitting in the middle now. So there we go. So you see we've got the draping at the front. Nice bit of draping with the dark band around the side. I'll just pull those pleats in. Now to create the bustle at the back, I'm just going to lift this back piece up so it's like a train piece over the top. Now what I'm going to do is just lift that up there for a second and then show you what we've got under here. So what we've got here, we've got 3 tapes, and these have got, I can find the third one. And these have got buttonholes on them. So I'm just going to snip the buttonholes because I forgot to snip them. Bear with me just a moment while I do this. So these have each tape has got two buttonholes in it. And then what we do is we've got the buttons on the inside of the skirt. So we take the first one, just loosen this a bit. Take the first one, put it in the top buttonhole there. And then the next one down in there. Now, as you can see, that's already started to create a nice drape at the back with the bustling up. Now I'm just going to do the same with the two ones on the side. Just find the buttons. That one through there. And that one through there. So there you can see it's just all lifted up now on that side. Let's just do the same on the other side here. Now these buttons, you can button them, put the buttons anywhere on the skirt, depending how much drape you want, how much bustle you want. But there you go. I just wanted something not too big, not too fancy. This is just a day dress. Okay, so we have the back there. I'm just going to turn that round. Now we're just going to pleat those down so we don't see the lining underneath. There we go. That's it. Now this is all trimmed all around the edge of the overskirt is trimmed with a narrow navy blue velvet to match the panel on here. Now the next thing we're going to do is put on the jacket, the top, the blouse. Now you could put a corset cover over the corset if you wanted to, but because this is quite a heavy jacket, heavy top, I don't need to. But if it was a lightweight summer dress in a thinner fabric, you'd put a corset cover over the top just to smooth out the lines of the corset a little bit. Now, so we put the jacket over the top, and we first do up the waist tie. Now this is just to hold the jacket in place on the waist. There we go. So I'm just going to button this up from the top down. Now, as I say, this mannequin is slightly too small for this dress, but it gives you a good idea of what it will look like and the shaping. So there we go. There you have it. That's the dress. Now I'm just going to turn this around again. You've got the navy blue panels. All the edges are finished off with a navy blue bias binding in the velvet. At the back we've got the little apron bit that sits nicely over the top of the bustle, so you can see you've got that nice bustled effect. So you can adjust these. You could put more buttons in so it could be more bustled out, or if you wanted to, you could just wear it down. The buttons don't show through onto the outside. Okay, there's just one little finishing touch now to go on the top of this, and that is the bonnet. Now this little bonnet is made out of the navy blue velvet. It is lined with navy blue silk. And you've got silk ribbons, and I've trimmed it with a little bit of navy blue and white cord around there, and the bows, and a little bit of a diamante on the side there. We're just going to pop this on top here. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a head, so I can't. I'm going to just pin it in place to hold it there. And then draw the ribbon around to one side and do a lovely bow. So there you have it. So there you have it. So that's your front view and the back view. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop it down a bit so you can see the top half with the bonnet on as well. I can find my way under all these skirts.
More.
Okay, a little bit more. Okay, so I've just dropped that right down now, and you can see the look with the bonnet as well. So there we go. So there we have it. That's our 1885 bustle gown ensemble. Now all these items will be available in the shop as of now from the weekend. If you want to know any of the prices, just drop me a line and I can give you the prices for any of the items that you've seen today. Hello, Rowena. I will be doing Elizabethan tomorrow, Tudor tomorrow, and then Regency on Sunday, all being well. So pop back another day and see what else we've got to offer. Now, one other thing that I have made in the last couple of weeks that I'd like to show you. I'm just going to pop that over there. From the transition from the hoops to the bustles, they had a hoop but that had a bustle in as well. Now this one here, you can see So it's got two big hoops around the bottom, and then it's got more hoops right across the top to create that bustle as well. So that I will be making a dress to go over this at some point from the first bustle era. This lasted from about 1868 through to about 1872, roughly. So it's just before they went from when they went from the crinolines to the full bustles of the early 1870s. So that's that one. Again, all these are available in my shop. If you'd like prices, please just drop me a message. So thank you for joining us this afternoon, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow or over the weekend sometime for some of the other dressings that we're going to be doing. Okay, bye for now. Thanks for watching.